Hello and welcome to Fluxim, and thanks for watching. Today we are joined by R&D engineer Konrad Domanski, who will be talking us through our latest measurement tool, Litos Lite. So Konrad, could you tell us what Litos Lite is?
Sure. Litos Lite is a platform to measure JV curves and stability of solar cells in a parallel fashion. With up to 56 channels, heating, cooling, atmosphere control and AM 1.5 illumination, it's a very compact solution for high throughput, highly controlled measurements.
And how long ago did the development of Litos Lite start, and why did we decide to build it?
The idea to build Litos Lite came during the development of Litos. And Litos is another tool. It's a very advanced stability measurement platform equipped with different options for in situ measurements. And when presenting the prototype of Litos to potential customers, we were getting a lot of feedback that pointed us towards developing a similar solution to Litos, but with more flexibility in sample size and with AM 1.5 illumination. So you could say that Litos Lite was built by popular demand. And because of the many synergies between the two instruments, we managed to develop Litos Lite in an unprecedented time of only 8 months. Our strategy was to release the first version of a product with a limited number of features and then add new ones later on while we got more feedback from the customers. It's a good example of agile development, a new trend in hardware development. And we have an exciting lineup of features, both software and hardware, coming still this year.
You mentioned that Litos Lite was built by customer demand. Is that typically the way Fluxim works when developing new products?
We believe that being close to potential and existing customers is at the core of the development process. We're constantly asking for feedback, scouting for new feature ideas, and verifying our own assumptions. And this is a crucial part of the process. Being scientists ourselves who also use the tools we build, we risk developing products for ourselves and not really for the market. And we are often so-called super users of our own products who use very advanced feature and want very advanced feature, which is not necessarily what the rest of the market needs. And this is why letting the customers shape the product is so important to achieve a very good product to market fit.
We only launched this tool in February of this year. Why do you think this tool is proving so popular with researchers?
Again, I think the success of Litos Lite is down to the fact that we let the researchers themselves get the development and we build the product that they really asked for. And we were able to focus on the important features such as integrating several different solar simulators and cooling for standard test conditions, things that we were repeatedly being asked to do. While at the same time we're able to shelve some other ideas which we ourselves had, such as high illumination for accelerated stability studies, which attracted relatively little interest from our customers. So in the end, we have a very versatile and highly configurable system which can measure both parallel JVs and stability of solar cells. And the unique feature, the unique selling point is the AM 1.5 illumination and the ability to program very complex measurement routines.
Fluxim also has a stress testing platform called Litos. What's the difference between the two tools?
While Litos Lite is suited for JV and stability measurements of specifically solar cells, Litos is a dedicated stability measurement tool. It works not only with solar cells but also with organic or perovskite LEDs, thanks to integrated photodiodes for luminescence measurement. And the big selling point of Litos is the availability of various in situ techniques. It can perform, for example, UV spectrometry, photo and electroluminescence measurements, as well as accelerated measurements with more than 10 suns of light. And with our additional system, PIOS, which is integrated in the software with Litos, the user can also perform AC, DC, and spectroscopic measurements such as transient photocurrent photovoltage, C-leaf, impedance spectroscopy, and many more. And all this while aging their devices in highly controlled environment. So while Litos Lite is suited to give you an answer how the device is degrading, Litos helps you peek beyond this information and answer the question what is happening inside and why it's degrading in the first place.
So finally, Konrad, what kind of researchers should be using Litos Lite?
So with Litos Lite, we're targeting solar research market, and the tool is very easy to use and can be used by any researcher with any level of skill. The main advantage of the tool is revealed when many samples have to be measured simultaneously. For JV measurements, Litos Lite is especially useful for measuring perovskite solar cells, which require the measurement to be performed very slowly and often in both directions. Here, Litos Lite can measure a bunch of samples in a fraction of a time of a traditional or multiplex measurement station. One can also program a complex routine measuring at different light intensities, including dark, also at different temperatures. And then for stability measurements, which are by definition long-term measurements, Litos Lite stands out in terms of AM 1.5 illumination, temperature, and atmospheric control. And last but not least, the control software, which is the result of over 1 year of development by our in-house team, allows for quick programming of measurement and managing the data. We are also constantly adding new features and listening to our customers for ideas. For example, with the last release, we added a new tool for data export into different formats, as well as a tool to organize and analyze data within the software. And with the next release coming this autumn, we will support a new AAA large area LED solar simulator from Wavelabs called LS2, and we'll also unveil the new cooling module for standard test condition measurements.
Okay, so thanks Konrad for giving up your time today to discuss Litos Lite. For further information on Litos Lite, please visit our website at fluxim.com.